Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I hope you all are getting very festive. And by festive, I mean getting ready for Volume 2 of Stranger Things Season 5. Have we all been caught up on Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 1? Please tell me you have, because that is what we're going to be discussing here today. First, on the agenda, as you have noticed, I have completely changed my background to be all these beautiful memorabilia items that I have for Stranger Things. Let me show you all of them really quick because I want to nerd out for a second. Guys, look what I just got. It's a Stranger Things script from the first season. It's the complete first season script. Guys, I'm obsessed. Stranger Things Doritos, which I will be saving forever. I do not plan on opening this bag. It is actually going to be part of my memorabilia for the show. I'm just going to hold on to this like forever. Volume 1, I watched it with this mug. This mug is so freaking cute. Next, also, I have a box of the Eggos, the Stranger Things themed Eggos up there, but it does kind of hold up the infrastructure of my room, so I will not be showing you that. Guys, my boyfriend, he got me little figurines. They're so cute. Little Demogorgon, which is my favorite, and I put at the front. This is a little Stranger Things arcade game. It's super cute. Last but not least, I have to change in to my beautiful Stranger Things shirt. Can you guys see it? So cute. I don't know if it's flipped backwards, but you guys are just gonna have to guess. And of course, I gotta put this on for our recap. All right, perfect. Now we are ready for the recap. And guys, I am nerding out big time, okay? I'm nerding out big time about this show, and my apologies for being a huge, big nerd. Anyways, let's get into discussing what the hell happened in Volume 1. Guys, it was quite a lot. Number 1, if you have not seen Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 1 yet, please go watch that and come back, because this will have major spoilers about everything that happens in Volume 1. So, beyond this point, spoiler warning. Okay, firstly, let's start off where we ended Season 4, because I feel like it's important to go back first, take a step back at exactly what we left off on. Okay, Season 4, we learn that there is this villain named Vecna who is killing kids. We learn that Vecna was once a human child named Henry Creel. He was the first subject to be experimented on by Dr. Brenner and was revealed to be 1. Vecna kills people with trauma, often using it to his advantage, which traps them inside their memories and then kills them in a way that rips a gate between worlds. So where we end off in Season 4, Vecna is being shot at and flambéed by Steve, Nancy, and Robin, who are trying to kill Vecna. Vecna falls out of a window, and then we think he's dead. And then he disappears. When we get back to Hawkins is literally split open because Max was the final 4th kill that Vecna needed to basically rip a hole in Hawkins, essentially. Upside Down starts merging with the real world. We see a little bit of the particles that we usually see in the Upside Down. Max is technically alive after she was dead for a couple minutes when 11 brings her back to life. But she is in a coma and probably blind, and all of her bones are broken as far as we know. And basically, we end off on the scene of everybody standing on a hill watching Hawkins just implode essentially after all of this stuff is happening. And the idea is that essentially Hawkins can never go back to the way it was. So, Episode 1, The Crawl, opens up into a flashback of Will in the Upside Down while he's kidnapped from the first season. He's laying in Castle Byers when he hears the roar of the Demogorgon, and then all of a sudden the Demogorgon rips through Castle Byers. Will gets out, he shoots it in the face, which is crazy. They're all really good with guns in this show. The Demogorgon brings him into the library where Hopper and Joyce first found Will, and The Demogorgon brings him in and leaves him on the ground. And then who walks out but Vecna? Vecna, revealing that Vecna has been there the entire time, planning this out. And so then he goes up, he does this really disgusting thing to Will, by putting this thing in his mouth, which I think has a bunch of slugs in it, which is really gross and kind of like assault and awful. Cut to present day Hawkins. Hawkins is under full military observation. Rifts are sealed with massive metal plates that are explained away with earthquake damage. Cameras are everywhere and the military is literally guarding and watching everything. But our characters are already in motion. There is no jump start. There is no room for contemplation. They are in the action. And they have been running this operation for months, which now we know the time jump is a year and a half. Their base is the Squawk, which is a local radio station. Robin hosts with all of her talking, which is really, really nice. And Steve helps her out by running all of the sound effects and all the music and stuff. So what we come to find out is Crawl is what they call their operation. So we find out that they have done 37 crawls so far, but they're not able to find Vecna. So the gang is getting ready to do a crawl. Hopper is actually going to perform the crawl, which a crawl is going into the Upside Down and looking for Vecna, essentially. Hopper goes into the Upside Down through the military access point in the library. While this is happening, Murray is keeping everything going by bringing all of their supplies in. We learn that in the center of the town, it's called Max Z, and it is a huge gate to the Upside Down. And I'm pretty sure it's where all of the kills intersected from last season. It's right in the middle. So at the center of all of this military operation is Dr. K, who we learn is in the Upside Down, working in the Upside Down. She's assumed Dr. Brenner's work, but instead of having a curiosity for science, she's more obsessed with military capabilities and finding 11. While this happens, Holly Wheeler, who is Mike's little sister, has a imaginary friend named Mr. Whatsit. And then a Demogorgon comes through a rift and kidnaps little Holly Wheeler. Not after injuring Ted and Karen Wheeler. Karen, though, put up a giant fight and tried to kill this thing with a wine glass because she's a baddie. And Ted did whatever Ted does. Elle and Hopper hit a massive barrier, which is this giant wall. Back in Hawkins, Will and Robin put together something terrifying that Will can see through Holly's eyes. But, drum roll, Holly is alive. 8 is alive. Now 11 knows that her powers are being blocked by her very own sister. Holly, who's in this dreamland, goes and searches the woods after something is luring her out. But what is it? Max is alive! Well, she's in Vecna's mind, but she's alive. We learn that Vecna's mind is a prison made of memories that Max has literally tried to escape multiple times by going, and there was one time where she was almost there, but she was literally walking at the slowest pace possible. It's not called walk up that hill. Let's go. Let's book it. Let's go. But what's really interesting, Max found a cave which connects to the play in some way into Henry's childhood, which is super interesting and I will get to. But the cave, Vecna cannot go inside. Henry, Vecna 1 cannot go inside because he is too scared. And at the end of the episode, the gang is in Max Z, where they are fighting off the soldiers, telling them to stop when the ground starts shaking and a Demogorgon rips through the ground and starts attacking everybody. Vecna comes through the gate and he lifts up Will and he says a little speech to him. The Demogorgon tries to attack Mike and Robin and Lucas, and he's about to attack when the Demogorgon stops and it starts squealing and it gets lifted in the air by who other than William. He has powers. Will falls to his knees and he wipes a bloody nose. Guys, I was screaming at the damn TV. Are you kidding? Okay, now that we have our recap done, there was a couple things that I want to talk about. First of all, gotta say, Will having powers is so freaking cool, and I'm so happy he has powers. one of the coolest scenes. Like, this guy has been absolutely shafted in every single sense of the word in every single season. His haircut, his little mic, picking 11 over him every single time, feeling out, being like an outsider, everybody forgetting his birthday, everybody not really giving a shit that he disappeared, how nobody wanted to play D&D with him, and then he left, and then all of his friends joined a D&D club. I'm so glad he got his arc, because genuinely this kid has gone through so much, and he is the main character after all, and he does deserve to be the main character. His abilities do feel different from 11 though. He definitely, which a lot of people noticed, and I remember watching an interview about it, that he said he did this instead of 11's this, right? Because 11 pushes her powers, and Will is pulling his from Vecna. So he decided to do this instead of this, which was really interesting. I still think he's going to lose an eye. Second thing I've noticed, Mike is back being the group leader. Like, where was he the past couple seasons? Mike was insufferable the last couple seasons, and he's finally grown up. He's making plans again. He's grounding everyone. He's protecting everyone. I love to see it. Next, Max is alive and trapped in Vecna's mind. I'm so glad my girls got screen time. I missed her so down. So interesting about the cave. I have definitely a lot of theories about the cave. I think it definitely 100% connects to the play and what happened to Henry as a child when he got transported to Dimension X. And I'm pretty sure he got transported in a cave. And I'm pretty sure that is that cave. That's the memory of that cave. So I'm pretty sure that cave is significant, because that's when Henry's life changed, and that's when he got his powers, and that's when he went to Dimension X, and I'm pretty sure that's when he got flayed by the Mind Flayer and is now doing the Mind Flayer's bidding. And Max surviving by learning Vecna's weak points is so cool and is going to be so crucial in the plot. One of the episode names in season 2 is called Escape from Camzot, which is really interesting because the book that Holly was reading was A Wrinkle in Time, and the whole name Mr. What's-It came from A Wrinkle in Time. That is the villain from A Wrinkle in Time. And there is a planet in A Wrinkle in Time called Camzot, and it's like a dark planet that's like a villain planet, and that is represented in Stranger Things as the place that they're trapped in. Interesting, very interesting. I'm really excited to see what they do with that. Also, just have to mention this, people think that Jonathan is going to die and Nancy is going to find the engagement ring that he has in his little cassette tape. That's gonna make me cry. Also, I just watched the Volume 2 trailer today. Guys, if you don't want to hear anything about the trailer, just skip past this. Guys, Steve and Dustin say, if you die, I die. Why are we talking about dying? Why are we talking about dying? Speaking of Dustin, my baby, I feel so awful for him this season. He's grieving so hard for Eddie. He's quieter, he's closed off. He's a lot more like Eddie, but really depressed. He's flipping people off and getting into fights and wearing his Hellfire t-shirt all the time. And his dynamic with Steve this season feels very awkward and cold, which is understandable. They're all going through quite a bit. It's just that it's such a dynamic shift from the last couple seasons. Nancy, of course, is a baddie, and so is Karen. Karen stepping up to kill that monster is the coolest thing ever. She's such a cool mom. She's such a baddie, and she literally takes that wine bottle and starts stabbing the Demogorgon with it. Goosebumps. Joyce has played such a key role in the last couple seasons. Literally nobody believes her, but she's always right. Seen as this crazy kook lady that turns out to be right about everything. But this season she feels very sidelined. She's a dumb mom, even though she has been the backbone of most of the seasons, because she has been nonstop pushing like for her family to be safe. So, and like she literally flew to Russia last season to go save Hopper. And you're telling me this lady's like not being a badass this season? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Joyce's character this season. Like, it's not even about her. It's the way they're writing her into the show. Everybody's just like, oh, shut up, mom. Shut up, mom. And it's like, okay, this woman has done more for you than anybody else in the whole world. Guys, you guys are all saved because of Joyce Byers. Like, I'm sorry, Will, you wouldn't even be here if your mom didn't, like, convince everybody that you were still alive. So, show some respect. Put some respect on your mother's name, young man. Will finally doesn't have a Choptithy Chalamet haircut this season. Finally. He's been absolutely dogged in every single season for his haircut and his little wimpy attitude. And finally they give him some badass like plot lines and okay hair. You know what? Like, all that man needed was some hair. 11 is clearly being set up for something big, I think. Also really interesting. I don't know if anybody caught on to this. I think I did hear this theory somewhere, but I'm just going to pretend that I'm really smart and I thought of it myself. But if you think about it, 11, right? 11, 8. 8 and 11, that equals 19. Plus 1. Which is Will's powers. He's using 1's powers. 11 plus 8 plus 1, 20. What is a 20? D20. In D&D, D20 is the biggest roll that you can have, I'm pretty sure, right? The D20 dice, D20. And that is the roll that can kill Vecna. And I think did kill Vecna in season 4 when they were playing with Eddie. So if they team up, the three of them, if they team up, they're going to be able to kill Vecna. Or maybe Will won't even do it and it will be Vecna that like turns around and kills the Mind Flayer. Maybe they're all going to kill the Mind Flayer. Guys, it is going to be crazy in the last season. Hopper is being overprotective like always. Love him. But they did tease his death a little in the first couple episodes. Real nice. Thank you, Duffer Brothers, for making me bawl my eyes out and then get gaslit into thinking that he was gonna die. And then for him to pop up like literally 5 minutes later. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Actually, really appreciated that, guys. Another thing I noticed, Robin is really, really confident this season. Like, I feel like last season she was really, like, awkward and, like, shy. And I guess that's, like, character development, but it's just, like, I guess we haven't really seen any change from her, like, because we didn't get to see that. So it's just, like, a giant jump to her being like, yeah, I'm a big ladies gal. And I kiss my girl a lot. And, like, yeah, no big deal. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. She feels different. A lot of people have speculation that she's going to die because she has a lot of screen time. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I love Robin. I really hope she doesn't die. She's just different. Like, I'm having a lot of, like, I love all the characters. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm having a lot of, like, almost, who are these? Because obviously we're watching all these characters who have literally been through so much. Like, it's impossible to even break down like what they have all been through. So like, I'm not even judging them, and I don't like, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be like that. But even like Dustin, it's a hard to see like one of your favorite characters who is like so happy all the time usually be really depressing. But I can't judge them for that because they've literally been through like the worst things ever. Robin's speech to Will felt very interesting. Byler fans, please let me know what you think in the comments. To me, the speech was about Will moving on from Mike. To me, it was him. It was Robin being like, yeah, I tried to be with Tammy Thompson, but it was myself that needed to like give myself the love. And it was like about Will like finding that power within himself and not finding that power within Mike. Was it not? That's how he like got his powers. Am I crazy? Or is that like, guys, I've heard lots of Byler fans being like, nope, still happening. Which, hey, if it happens, I just personally feel like that speech was her being like, nah, like you need to find that within yourself before you can like date somebody. A lot of people think Jonathan is headed towards sacrifice, which is really interesting. And I feel like that is the only way that Nancy and Steve could end up together. But I don't know how they would just like kill off Jonathan. Like, why? But I do know that the Steve and Jonathan rivalry this season is very funny, but it is super immature and really stupid at the same time. And I don't know why they're still fighting amongst everything that is happening in their town. Like, guys, you have a lot going on. Nancy Wheeler does not even care. She only cares about those guns that she's got, okay? What I have to say about Derek. Derek is really funny, and he's a good addition to the Stranger Things fam. Erica needs way more screen time, and I'm really excited to see if she has more screen time. I love her. I loved her Eat Your Damn Pie. And I thought that was such a good part of the episode. Holly is really cute. I hope her and Max have more of an plot arc together, like finding their way out of this place. I think that's really interesting. I really am liking their dynamic together, but obviously I don't know enough. So, to me, the military was kind of the worst part about this season. Like, I feel like we've just been through enough military, in this show. Like, them still hunting 11 after all this time. Guys, people think that 8 is creating the wall that is what 11 and Hopper are seeing. So perhaps 8 is going to be the key to unlocking that wall and letting us see what's happening on the other side. Really interesting, really interesting. I think Will is the key to stopping Vecna, and I think he's been the key all along. I think 11 can only do so much, but I think Will's gonna end up being the one that kills him because, I don't know, he's just been there from the beginning. Either one or the other, Steve or Jonathan, is going to die 100%. Also, really interesting in the trailer, if you also don't want to hear about this, skip forward. But in the trailer, Dustin says, everything that we thought we knew about the Upside Down is false. So interesting. What the hell does that mean? Really interested to find that out. What? All right. So that is kind of like, I don't know, my breakdown, my thoughts. I just wanted to make a silly little interesting video about what I thought of the new season so far. I definitely think it's really, really, really cool. In my head, it will never beat the first season. The first season is just so nostalgic, so good. And it has I can't tell if this is just because we're kind of moving out of the 80s now. We're kind of like, I think we're in 87 now. So we're not as like fresh in the 80s vibes anymore. But it feels a lot more modern than season 1 felt. It feels a lot bigger, feels a lot more like CGI, which isn't inherently a bad thing. It's just like, I feel like we have like changed a lot as a show. Like, the show has changed a lot. It's become a lot bigger than it was, which obviously is bound to happen, but it doesn't feel like the same show to me. Not in a bad way at all. I love it so much, but it just feels like, as an observation, like a different show. I'm super, super, super excited, guys. It is coming out. It is December 15th when I'm recording this. I think I'm releasing this on December 22nd. Merry Christmas to anyone who celebrates, or Happy Holidays to everyone else. Stranger Things comes out on the 25th. I'm super, super, super excited. And then 5 days after that, guys, the finale's coming out. And guess what? Guess who's watching it in theaters? This guy. I booked 5 seats to go watch this in theaters. I'm super excited. I was like literally the first one in my theater to snag those tickets. I literally jumped at the thought of it. I was like, give me those. And I bought 5 in a row. And I'm happy to report that they are like the best seats in the house. They're right in the middle, right in front of all the speakers. I'm super, super excited. I can't believe I get to experience this in theaters, like with a crowd of people. Like, this is actually This is gonna be insane, and I'm so excited. I get to go with my brother, my dad, and my boyfriend, and my friend, and I'm super excited. We just get to experience this together, and I'm gonna definitely wait until volume 2 and then the finale drops so that I can just put everything into one video. Next time you hear from me after this video, I will have watched it in theaters. I have to wear this shirt definitely to the theater, and like, I don't know, my boyfriend also, guys, he's never watched it, so this is gonna be quite a treat. He's going into the finale absolutely blind. Anyways, please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I really want to discuss this with you guys. I love me some Stranger Things discussion, so please drop your thoughts in the comments. Please tell me if you liked it, if you didn't, tell me why. Tell me why not. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas or holidays, whatever you guys celebrate. And just maybe even just a break, guys. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. I hope you guys are taking breaks for yourselves, and I hope you guys are loving yourselves, because I love you. Hi, I'm Isabella, and thank you for listening and joining me today. If you liked today's video, you should hit that like button because it really helps me out. And like always, if you had fun this time, you should subscribe, because I guarantee you'll have fun next time, because I do post every other Monday. Anyways, love ya, great to see ya, and I will see ya next week. Bye!